What's up, Everyday Blades? Man, I got a great video for you guys today. Today we're going to view my 5 most carried knives this month. Not any of the knives that I had to carry because I was reviewing them. These are knives that I chose to carry because I wanted to carry them. Because I'll usually carry one knife that I'm currently reviewing and then another knife that I chose to carry, right? These are my chosen knives. Start off with the Spyderco Subvert. And man, I have loved this knife since the very first one came out. And the only issue I had with it was those orange scales. They were just hideous. And I'm not real big on modding knives. I don't like it. I believe it kills the value in case I want to get rid of it. I've literally had that happen many times. So I've stopped modifying knives. But the Spyderco Subvert is just an amazing knife. So not only is it great for me, everyone I show it to loves this knife. You know, I take it to work. My buddies there love this knife. It turns a lot of heads, and it's just a killer knife. I highly, highly recommend it. Number 2, the Ramon Chavez Liberation 229. This is a good looking knife. I love it. I have to admit, years ago when like the Streets first came out, I did not care for the skull clip, but today, man, I love that thing. That's a cool ass looking clip. M390 blade steel. I've reviewed the 229 on here, but it was the Tonto version. I didn't make a video on this one. This is my personal 229, and man, the action on this thing, it just feels so good. It's made by Riot. For the price, man, it's just a killer knife for the price. Drop shut. Highly, highly recommend. I wasn't a big fan of the Streets. They were a little small for my hands. I got pretty big hands. Alright, number 3. The Benchmade Mini Adamas. The newest version in MagnaCut. This is just a beast of a knife. The only reason the Mini Adamas has been out a long time, the only reason I didn't keep the original one is because all the blades they had were all coated, and I just don't like coated blades, especially when it's a stainless steel. It doesn't make any sense to me. To coat MagnaCut would just be a crime to me, and they didn't. They left the coating off this time. Added the beautiful carbon fiber, anodized inner liners, anodized thumb studs, and just did a great job. This is a very good pocket knife. A person could buy this pocket knife and use it the rest of their life with no issues. Maybe change out an Omega spring or something years and years down the road, but you know, that's all under warranty. Number 4, the Tactile Maverick. What a great knife from a great company. I love, love, love this knife in MagnaCut. You're starting to see kind of a theme here. I like MagnaCut steel, but if this knife was in CPM D2, I would still buy it. This is a perfect size, feeling, the ergonomics, everything about this knife is fantastic. Got the Axis style lock. I put these rubber bands on here. They're just a couple of colored O-rings. What a great knife. Home run. And last but definitely not least, and actually this one's my favorite. This one I carry the most every day. The Benchmade Narrows in M390. The only thing I would have done different on this knife is I would have made it MagnaCut, especially for the price. And that's a point of contention for a lot of people with this knife. It's crazy expensive. And I would maybe argue maybe it is a little bit too expensive, but if you want it, that's what you have to pay. And you can find them on the secondary about $150 cheaper than retail, so that softens the blow a little bit. I love the blue anodizing. They missed the mark on the anodizing a little bit. You just kind of see shiny silver spots in some of the screws, but to me, that's no big deal because I love that thin knife. I love the way it's fidget friendly, easy to operate. This is one of my favorite knives of all time. Okay, and that's 5, but I did have one honorable mention. And the reason it's an honorable mention is because I can't carry it. It's too big. I didn't think I'd ever own a knife that I'd say that, but the Midgard's Messer Jotun. Now, even though I'm not carrying this knife every day, it is in my hands most of the time if I'm at home or if I'm fidgeting with a knife at the house or at the office. I keep this around me quite a bit because I love this knife. I don't love it for a carrier or a user or EDC. I love it because it's big and clownish, but it's built very, very, very well. I mean, it's built to the nines. You can thumb it out there with one hand. It is just so big. It's the biggest folding knife I have. Guys, thanks for watching. God bless you and your families. Say a prayer for our country. Good night.